Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's the 36 James of Funk, 36 COF here, #1 Funk hero. And I'd like to welcome you to my My Hero Academia Chapter 312 review. Now, before I get into it, I'd like just to say if you could drop a like and drop a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because I do My Hero Academia, One Piece, and Kaiju number 8 chapter reviews each week. Now, without no further ado, let's get into this chapter. And we see Hawks the number 2 hero, Hawks, and he's in some sort of undisclosed location with Deku, and he's discussing Lady Nagant. Now, Lady Nagant is the jailbreaker we saw in the last chapter who was attacking Deku, and as we find out, as I've already said, she's an escapee from Tartarus, but she's also a former pro hero, guys. She's also a former pro hero. And we find out later on in the chapter by none other than All For One himself that she actually killed another hero. That's why she's in Tartarus. But also as well, I mean, our number one our number one gun hero, Snipe. We see him in the chapter as well, and he's talking about Lady Nagant. Now, this is in the form of some sort of TV show where heroes discuss and talk about other heroes and their capabilities. And Snipe, he's a humble individual. Snipe has got the skills, but he even says Lady Nagant, he's got nothing on her. In terms of his skills, she can do. In terms of her skills, outclasses his quirk alone. I mean, we find out her quirk. She's able to take fibers from her hair and craft them into bullets, but also she can shape her arm into a sniper rifle to fire said bullets. So that is a devastating ability to have as a hero or a villain. So Lady Nagant is not someone to be messed with, and Hawk says this in no uncertain terms. He tells Deku, if you come across her, you need to run, because they're also discussing the whole fact about Shigaraki / All For One's abilities to take in quirks, that they essentially can't harvest any new fresh quirk factors, so they can't take any existing quirks from heroes or civilians as a whole and implement them into All For One's body, because the heroes have Dr. Garaki under arrest, and all the other facilities have been destroyed. They were all attacked on the same time that the attack on the hospital raid happened. So Hawks does theorize that they're going to need to take Deku in alive, and like I said, if he comes across a Lady Nagant, run. Hawks tells him that, because even Hawks says she's one of my top priorities to bring her in. That's how much of a formidable opponent this woman is. She's not to be underestimated, and I'm certainly not going to underestimate her. I expect big things from Lady Nagant. And this is where the action kicks in, guys, because Lady Nagant is at least 3 kilometers away, and Deku's been able to sense this from dodging her shots and evading it. And he's even taken on a few shots himself. He's taken on the bullets and deflected them. Now he's using Black Whip to maneuver across the buildings in order to dodge her, but as I said, and the secure line is what he was using to communicate with All Might, and the way Hawks and the others knew where he was and what he was doing. So now that's destroyed. They don't know where he is and what's happening, but as Deku said, they'll probably figure out that he's already in contact with one of the villains. Now, are they going to appear in time? My theory is that Hawks is going to turn up alongside Fumikage in the next chapter, but you guys comment below what you think is going to happen. And even Deku's thinking, I need to retreat. I need to back away, just like Hawks said. And Lady Nagant she's not giving him the chance, because it seems like she's curved the bullet from around the building and hit him square in the chest, the abdomen. And even Deku says the howitzer shot is nothing compared to this. So Deku's saying she's stronger than Great Explosion, Murder God, Dynamite. You guys comment below what you think. I mean, I love Great Explosion, Murder God, Dynamite, but I mean, Deku said it himself. The shot, his howitzer shot is nothing compared to it. So, and maybe that's the future battle we're gonna see in the future. But Lady Nagant is saying, I see why All For One wants you, because she's seen Deku's capabilities and why his quirks would be useful. Now, I don't know if she's aware of Danger Sense, but she's seen Black Whip in action now, so I don't know how much information All For One has given her in terms of Deku. She said he's a former high school student and he'll be dropping out soon, working on his own, and he'll have some big shots following him. Now this is a flashback that we see in the next page, on pages 12 to 13, where she escapes. She tells All For One, tells her, I have a job for you. I want you to hunt down Deku. Like I said, he's a high school student. He'll be dropping out of the hero course and operating solo. So he tells her to hunt him down but keep a distance, and to attack when he's separated from the other heroes. Now I feel she isn't the only villain I think he's given those orders to. I think there'll be other bounty hunters or hired guns to come after Deku, but we've got time to tell. Who she killed, or was the hero a good, upstanding hero, a true hero? We don't know, but again, we'll find out in due course. Not in this chapter, but hopefully in chapter 313, because I'm really interested in Lady Nagant's story, because it's not one that has been explored yet. I mean, a hero turning bad in this series. It's been done in other comics, but in your Marvel, your DC, your Image, not yet in My Hero. And I like the way this is going, especially with All For One being her, not her boss, but let's just say her benefactor for now. But back to the present day, and Deku, he's not holding up well. He even says, if it wasn't for the fourth user's quirk, I'd be a goner. And he even mentions, even Snipe Sensei is jealous of her abilities. Like, Deku is outgunned. Literally, he's outgunned and I'd say he's outnumbered, but Overhaul is, like I said, Overhaul isn't doing anything. A picture should pop up now on the screen, and you'll see that Overhaul, since he had his arms taken, he's not the same charismatic leader he used to be. Now, you guys comment below, what do you think? Do you think Overhaul will return to his old grand ways? Because I loved Overhaul. I loved his abilities, and the fact that he wasn't a traditional super villain. He wasn't like a villain like Shigaraki, but he was a criminal who just happened to have these abilities, who happened to have a superpower and used it in order to enhance his own organization and his influence in the underworld. Now, Deku's taking the fight to her. I've already said he managed to block 2 of the shots, and he was able to determine where she was based on it. As I said, she was about 1 kilometer ahead, and the range is about 3 kilometers. He said he has to take the fight to her. I've got to take the fight to her. He's got no other choice, because this woman, she will take him out without a doubt. Again, going back to what Snipe Sensei said, she's a sniper rifle in human form, and with her abilities in order to adapt and change the bullets in order to suit her purposes. Like, I'm hoping that she has some up close weapons, like imagine if she could create like shotgun shells, so when Deku gets up close, she can. That would be deadly. And I feel like Deku needs to keep at a range using Black Whip in this sense. Black Whip and Danger Sense will be the best quirks, in my opinion, for him to take her out. But you guys tell me below how you think Deku's going to fare in this fight in the next chapter, because we're coming up to the end of the chapter and we find out that All For One has given her a second quirk. He's given her a second quirk. He's given her Airwalk. Now this is going to elevate her to levels. She's going to be on levels now, because she was already a former pro hero. We don't find out what her ranking was in this chapter, but she was obviously a good enough hero that the number 25 hero felt inferior to her. So I'm reckoning she was at least maybe top 20, possibly top 10 before the start of the series, because we don't know when this incident happened where she killed the previous hero. But yeah, how do you guys think Deku's going to fare up in this fight next chapter? Because she's now got Airwalk. This has improved her mobility leaps and bounds. I'm expecting her to be doing some Sanji Geppo type maneuvers, like stepping under air in order to get high vantage points in order to snipe Deku. I mean, as I already said, I'd wager that Hawks is going to turn up in this next chapter, because he already said it's his priority to take out this woman, and potentially we'll see a Fumikage join the fray as well, so we can get an all-out aerial battle, which we haven't. Well, we have had some aerial battles, but I'd love to. I just love the aerial battles in My Hero Academia, and it's one that I'll never get tired of seeing. But that's the end of the chapter, guys. Tell me what you guys think below. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you're a first time subscriber. Like I said, I do My Hero Academia, I do One Piece and Kaiju number 8 chapters. So feel free to join in the discussion, guys. If you're a fan of any mangas, let me know. Maybe we can do I can live stream it or have a go on the channel. As I said, I read a lot more mangas than just the ones I do on the channel. These are just the ones I'm currently most invested in at the moment. But I'm the 36 James of Funk, guys. Keep it fresh and keep it funky. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.